rounds, and I'm just like, I feel so alive. It's the best natural high I've ever experienced. So you're getting that rapid expansion and blood flow in the body that also creates these heat shock proteins, which are really great for the muscles. And then I'll get really, really cold and it contracts everything, but it's also great for inflammation. So that expansion and contraction of the cells is really healthy to keep those cells alive and vibrant and moving and functioning the way that they're supposed to. After that, I'll usually drop into some writing or some reading. So this morning I read The Alchemist, which I've read a few times. It's one of my favorite books. Spent, maybe a half an hour reading. And during that time, before I sit down and read, I make matcha. I make a matcha latte. It's really healthy, clean energy. It's a nice little bit of caffeine, but there's also L-theanine in there, which is great for the brain. I put some ghee in there.
Concerning finances. And this is a way to allow them a platform to ask those questions without feeling that they are someone different than anyone else. And all couples have issues when it comes to just basic questions. And I'm just happy to be a part that I can answer those questions and help them, guide them through a few of those things in life.
Well, I am excited to be a part, me and my husband. We've also take the opportunity to share with other couples, even with our experiences, being able just to be honest and just lay everything on the table. And then, there's so many people that has, as they say, iron sharpening iron, and being able to just listen to others and maybe
you met, and then you see a woman in her place or us in our place, it's like, oh, that's beautiful. And so we get those. That don't happen every day. They don't happen Sunday through Saturday. But that's when you step back and say, okay, a man has a masculinity. He has a leadership role. He has this is how a boy is supposed to act. There is beauty in that. And I don't have to be a man, and I can be a leader without being in that way. And there's beauty in what a soft life has to offer, in contrast with the harder. Every couple is gonna ebb and flow outside of that a little bit. But when we step back and say, oh, that's what you originally intended. Now, how can I lead every single day of my life to fit in that beautiful thing? So in those moments when it's happening, it's like, oh, this is fantastic. And then it's like, wait a minute.
Right. All of everything to go the way that I wanted it to go because these are my kids. Well, no, they're God's children. And there are things that he has to raise up in them so that they can come to a place of relationship with him and God be glorified in their lives. So that's kind of where I had to come to the end of myself, is realizing I had to relinquish control, And so that's for me.
Is that good? We found out because she starts getting drained after a while.
This is a teaching moment for young people, for other men. There's definitely been times throughout my careers that I guess you can say that I've been jealous or been envious. And I say, man, why didn't I achieve that? I've done these things, and it stems back to some lessons learned as a child and
So that was a mentality from my father. But I understand people do need rest. I tell people take sabbaticals. I still ain't with that. Cause my buddy told me, man, I want you to. I tell you, like, man, I want you to go to a cabin, man. You need to go to a cabin and just you and God. And I'm like, dude, can't sit there and be by myself that long.
He's not you in your marriage.
Man, growth season. I've been married 10 years. I got a 7-year-old daughter and a 1-year-old son. And I remind my wife every time, whenever we got a situation going on where we not seeing eye to eye, I say, hey, remember, let's not act like these are normal. Remember, I'm working on a degree that causes a lot of stress. Remember, I'm transitioning in careers. Remember, hey, ain't like you slept for more than 3 hours last night, so you